Hey guys, it's Monday. It's around 1 in the afternoon, and this is my usual schedule now on Mondays. I go work. I go in about 1:30, so I'm actually okay on my time. I might get there even, before I have to start. And today, after seeing the smashing success of my last video, wink wink, today I actually wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about. I don't know, I've been thinking about it for like a good while now. About how anytime you're talking about movies with someone, there always comes the very unpleasant question. And it's not unpleasant, but it's never answered like right away. Like, what's your favorite movie? And the reason this comes up is because a few months ago, perhaps almost a year, maybe by now, I was talking with this particular fella about that, and he said he had no favorite movies because he didn't really watch movies as a whole. That's kind of hard to believe in general, that somebody doesn't really watch movies. Everybody watches movies. I get not watching TV, because myself, I don't really watch TV. Outside of maybe like the Dodgers during the summer, most of the time I watch what's on Netflix or what's on YouTube. If I hear about something that's somewhat popular, I'll look it up and binge watch it. I've been doing a lot of that lately. But to watch something episode by episode just seems so archaic. It's not something that I enjoyed back in the day. It was a necessity. You had to, because there were no other options. But nowadays you got plenty of options. So I just choose not to watch TV like that anymore. I prefer to watch a whole season, maybe in a few nights or a week. And it's not like I don't go out. It's not like I don't have other activities besides that. But I just honestly prefer to watch TV differently. In any case, I get not watching TV. I understand that. But not watching movies or not being able to name your favorite, that seems to be like a common issue, A common issue. I personally have a list. Actually, one day after thinking about that, I was able to come up with a list that I've since lost somewhere. I bet you if I can dig it up, I can track it down, and that's where it would be. Like, it's probably like really safeguarded in my room somewhere. But I had a list. I do remember that, and I even remember what my favorite movie of all time was, and is, I guess, still to this day, and it's easily The Thing. And why do I say The Thing? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to explain myself there. The Thing is a John Carpenter movie made back in '82, starring Kurt Russell. And it was, I don't know, I didn't watch it as a kid. I didn't get that opportunity. But when I saw it, like in my teenage years, it just captivated me. Like, I always had this desire to be like a writer. I've always wanted to create a storyline that would make people go, wow, that was good, or make them argue the story, like in general, That's always been my desire. And to this day, I still haven't done so yet, but I'm still fairly young. I can still pull this off. And the thing about The Thing is that the storyline is very simple. But it captivates you right away. If anything is done right in that movie, and a lot of things are done right, it has to be the atmosphere. The atmosphere of The Thing, it is unique. unique in the sense that it instills this sense of paranoia in the characters, in the viewers. You never really know what is going on exactly, but you have this like fear, or rather this sense of dread that things are getting progressively worse, you know. And I'm pretty sure those of you watching might have already seen it, or maybe you're one of those people that this movie just kind of like escaped your attention. You never saw it playing like on a midnight run, or on a Saturday afternoon. You were never that kind of person to sit down and watch one of those movies that usually play in those time slots, and so you missed out on John Carpenter's The Thing. Well, it's actually based on a short story by a man named John Campbell Jr., I believe. You can correct me if you want. And then that short story was made into a movie in 1956, if I can recall. And then the remake of that is the 1982 version, directed by John Campbell. And so it's seen its share. Like, people have tried to make it in the past, but it's simple enough. It starts with a helicopter in the middle of the Antarctica wasteland chasing this dog, and one of the not the pilot, the other fella, one of the other people in the helicopter is trying to shoot this dog that they've been chasing for quite a while. And you have this like 3-minute chase scene through this I guess I can call it a wasteland, but that's not really like the name. Through, I guess you can call it the Antarctic wilderness. You know, they're chasing this dog, and they can't seem to hit the dog until they get to a United States research post. You know, I guess important research is being done there. We're never really told what exactly the Americans were doing there, but you get to see a sign that says that this is a U.S. research post. And so the dog eventually makes it there, and seeks out the shelter of the post, and the people flying the helicopter land it, and they go frantic trying to kill this dog. In the process, they destroy the helicopter with a handheld grenade, and after attacking the Americans who are now trying to shelter the dog, they are attacked in return and die in the process. And they issue out some sort of warning to the Americans before, but they do it in Norwegian, and I don't speak Norwegian, and I don't think 99% of the crowd that saw the movie didn't speak Norwegian either, so nobody really knows what they were saying, but they were saying something. In any case, the story starts there, where they're trying to scavenge through this helicopter, and they find out that these Norwegians, at first their working theory was that they had gone crazy or something, because why would they be attacking them? But after some investigation, they come to realize that they found something in the ice that they shouldn't have. And you know, the story just gets like creepier and creepier from there. And if you haven't seen it, you definitely should. It's not an action flick by any means. Today it would be classified more as a suspense or a thriller. In those days it was more of a horror film, you know, because it does involve a monster. And God, I'll never be able to forget the way the monster sounded. And I think a lot of times when they're doing like monster films, they forget to give that portion like the proper attention. They make it look scary, they make it act scary, but I feel that a lot of times they don't make monsters sound scary, and that's a mistake that The Thing definitely does not make. Once you hear this thing, you can never not hear it. And so it's a dang good movie. This is in as far as this being a review, I guess it's not a review really because well, I don't think I'm good enough to review movies. What I really wanted to talk about was how it was hard for me to choose a movie that I could personally say I can watch this thing over and over and over again and I never lose interest. I always want to watch it. Even when it's on to this day, like it can be on TV and I leave it on and I watch it. And for those of you that find it difficult to pick a favorite movie, because I understand there's like so many, I guess the easiest way to tell what your favorite movie is to determine what movie can I watch over and over and over again. Because I really, what I've come to notice is that most people will watch something once or twice and then that's it. And I've never understood why that is. I mean, when I like something, I watch it over and over and over again because the first time you're watching it, you are experiencing something new. The second time you're watching it, you're looking for details that you didn't see the first time through. And then on subsequent reviews, subsequent replays, every time you watch it again, you are looking for new things. Instead of looking at the main storyline, you're focusing perhaps on the secondary characters. You're looking at the setting. Maybe you're thinking about the overall themes of the story. Maybe you are trying to see the story from another character's perspective to see if the story changes when you do that or it doesn't. I don't know. There's like lots of things that you can do when you rewatch a movie or a TV show. And that's what I like to do. I really enjoy doing that. I enjoy thinking about it. And I enjoy talking about it with you guys. And you guys are going to get a lot of that. But coming up with that list was difficult. Heck, putting The Thing on that list as my number one favorite movie as of this moment was difficult. But it all just came down to what movie did I really enjoy. And as like I was talking about before, someday I'd like to be able to sit down and pen something that makes people think about the story the way that I think about stories. If I could just do that once, I think it'd be all right. Like even if I fail at everything else, if I could do that once, things would be okay. So I encourage everyone who doesn't have a favorite movie, like really set out to really think about it. It doesn't take more than a few minutes, but once you do, you can like come to appreciate it more, because the first thing you're gonna want to ask yourself is, why is this my favorite movie? Why do I like this movie so much? And if you hadn't seen it in a while, then hey, you can take that opportunity to watch it again. Funny thing about The Thing is that the ending is very ambiguous. You can try taking it at face value. You can kind of interpret it and give it your own ending. It's very open-ended in that way, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. A funny thing that I was mentioned this because maybe a few nights ago, I was talking with my sister about The Mist. And if you haven't seen The Mist, then I'm not even going to talk about it. Just, go watch it. I think it was directed by Frank Darabont. And if you like The Walking Dead, you're going to get a kick out of it because there's a lot of actors in The Mist that eventually came out together in The Walking Dead. So that's kind of odd. But it's nice. It's interesting. It's a nice little coincidence. So that movie's like that too. As far as movie recommendations though, Probably will be talking about my favorite movies. Not all of them, but some of them that I definitely feel, watch them if you haven't. And if you already did, watch it again, man. It's like what? I think the thing used to be on Netflix. They took it off. It might be back at some point. Uh, in any case, that's kind of like the thing that I was thinking about today and yesterday that I couldn't make film. Like I said, on Saturday, on most days I'll be recording in the afternoons, but Saturdays and Mondays I'll be recording as I come to work, not going back home, because today I get out at 10, which means no ambient light. And after my test, might need like extra lighting to get like decent image, and that's just not gonna fly for our current setup right now. So with all that being said, y'all take care. If you like the video, keep watching, like it, I guess. I hear a lot of people on YouTube say that. I don't know if that makes a difference. As far as you watch it, I think I'm be fine with that. Like, just watch it. Don't subscribe yet. I don't have a lot of content, but the content will come. And stay frosty, guys.